Hello, guys. How you doing? This is another episode of Perspective. Welcome to the podcast. Remember, here we people get to showcase their uniqueness and their view towards life. And here I'm with
Okolocha Daniel.
Daniel. Welcome to Perspective. We're glad to have you here. All right, Daniel. I'm going to be asking you some set of questions, right? I'm going to be asking you quick questions here, and it'll really do us a lot of good if you can, keep it really short, but still retain the main point of what you're trying to say. Okay. Definitely, I have to try for us. Okay. The first one is Daniel. I have to mention this though. You are the intersection of productivity and spirituality. Let's not start with being a final year project coordinator or the fact that you spearheaded the project for your group. You are the intersection of productivity and spirituality. You're very productive as well as the other side, right? And my first question for you is with regards to that. Can you tell us one effective way you balance your spirituality and your productivity? How does your work life and how does your God life not contradict each other?
Okay. Thank you for the question. It's actually very simple. I don't separate many things in my life. I believe everything is a function of each other, meaning we build from this to this. So I'm a child of God, and I believe my spiritual life is paramount. And as a result of that, it's supposed to be a bedrock for every other thing that affects my life. And if we are to say that being a child of God or a spiritual person is productive, then it should be the reason why I'm productive. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I'm spiritual, there should be an evidence in how I relate. There should be an evidence in how my life goes and all. So yeah, there's no really any difference. It's just a function. My productivity is a function of my dedication to my spiritual upbringing and the rest of them like that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping that brief. That really helps the time. Okay, so the next one here is, how has what you can do, this productivity you spoke of, you said it's a function, right? How has this productivity blessed the people around you?
Oh, okay. This is a very dicey one in the sense that there are too many places to pick from. But then I think I'm a person that believe if you're amongst persons, everybody should be a beneficiary of whatever it is you carry, or every person should be a beneficiary of your grace. And one of the mantra that I live with is you don't live for yourself, you live for people by God. So in other words, everything I'm doing as people consideration in mind, as people at the end of it, so that it will be at the end of the day, people can see God in me. You get. So if I'm doing anything, I'm being productive, other persons see my life, see what I see, my results, and begin to check how does it do this, and at the end of the day they'll find God in it. And that's all. That's what that makes it.
Well, guys, you heard that one. Whatever you are, whatever you have, you should also use it for the people around you. That's a really beautiful answer, Daniel. And Daniel, for the second to the last one, what's a beautiful advice you've received and applied in your life? Can you tell us what it is?
Now, these your questions are very, very, very dicey, like I said earlier, because advice can actually be a function of inspiration or function of instruction. Yeah, inspiration in the sense that you might be reading and then a thought pops in your heart. Instruction is when it is directly given to you, and I think few of them is whatsoever your hand finds doing, do it well. That's just one of the things that's everything. So in whatever space you find yourself, whatever capacity, find yourself, do it well. This bro, sorry to just digress a bit. This is a function of purpose. Many people confuse purpose as having just one foreign instruction and the rest of them, but purpose is actually doing what you do, what you find yourself doing, and as you are doing it, you begin to get clarity. That's all. So my advice is, whatsoever you find yourself doing, do it as though that's all you have to do, and you will see yourself move from place to place. That's all.
Well, that was a very beautiful one. Like you heard, guys, whatever you find yourself doing, do it well. And the last one, Daniel, this is big because this is perspective, and we want to get your own personal perspective on how a person should live his life. How should I or yourself live their life? What's your take?
Okay. I believe if you're going to live your life, speaking from someone that is from the kingdom and also being part of the secular life, I believe you should have a compass, a guide, a set of rules that help you stay in shape, because we live in a generation where many things are happening and you can be easily tossed to and fro. So if you don't have a routine or a guide for yourself, and this guide is subject to upbringing, subject to cognitive formation of the mind over the years, and subject to the place you're coming from, but at all time, let it be guided by both your spiritual life and your moral guide. So these two are supposed to be what will form your guide routine for your life. So if you can get the balance of your spiritual life and the moral compass of your life, blend them together and develop a good routine that will help you navigate this steady or muddy water called life, then you will be good to go. There's no formula to life, like I always say. There's no formula to life. Just get perspective. At the core of it, have God, and let it be the reason why you are able to navigate life slow and steady, and you watch yourself do wonders.
Wow, watch yourself do wonders. I hope you guys picked that last part, because that is something that we all want to become. We all want to do wonders with our life. Daniel, thank you so much for sharing your insights. I tapped into your wisdom tonight and I'm blessed. Thank you so much, Daniel. Daniel, do you have any final words before you go? One last thing for the people listening. Just one last thing.
Okay, one last thing I'd say is we are living in trying times. We are living in muddy times. So be very careful on how you make decisions. Be very careful on the choices you make, because choices you make now no longer take long for you to see their results. You see the result of your choices very, very fast. So before you make choices, be very sure you've thought about it and you are sure that it's going to give you the best for your life. And I trust that as you even make your choices, you make the right one and you move from next step to another step. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much for being on Perspective, Daniel. You have a wonderful day. All right, guys, that's it. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. Remember, if you like it, you can always subscribe. If you want to hear more or be my guest, you can let me know in the comment section. Cheers. Until next time.